Hello and welcome everyone to a brand new edition here on the bench today. And this is this absolutely gorgeous Blade Eclipse 360 Coast Guard edition. Now, for some of you that have been watching my channel for a while, you may know that when the Eclipse 360 came out, I had a friend of mine, a fellow club member, he bought one right away. As soon as it was available, he purchased it. And he contacted me shortly thereafter and he says, I bought the Eclipse 360, but I want to make a Coast Guard version. Now, why Coast Guard? Well, we live in Coast Guard City, USA, and the Coast Guard Festival is at the end of July and the beginning of August every single year, and everything in our town is very much Coast Guard inspired. In fact, even where I live, all the streets are named after U.S. Coast Guard cutters. So, Coast Guard is very, very important to the community here. So, when I got the task of creating a Coast Guard Eclipse 360, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that, and he kind of said, you just make your best decision and go for it. Well, the Coast Guard really has only a few color schemes that they use on their helicopters. There's the white and kind of orangey red that is very common, like on the Jayhawk helicopter. There's also a solid yellow, which is very unique. There's only a few of the solid yellow helicopters I've ever seen, and honestly, it looks kind of I don't know, it looks kind of bland to me. And then there's the orange color that you see here that is used on the Dolphin helicopter. And the Dolphin helicopter is what's actually based here during the summer. So we get to see that helicopter quite often. I looked at that scheme and I says, you know what, that's probably the easiest of them to do. So I created the scheme myself. I got a hold of Callie and I says, Callie, I'm looking to do a Coast Guard helicopter here. And I did not have much really to go on. I had to piece the scheme together using PowerPoint and other things like that to try to convey to her what I was trying to do. And she was able to take that idea and turned it into the graphics package. And at the same time, while she was working on that, I got a hold of that Eclipse 360, painted it in the official Coast Guard orange, which is an actual official color, by the way, and then put the markings on it. And when I got done with it, I was totally blown away with how it looked. I always liked the Eclipse 360. I thought that pewtery silver color was kind of cool, but when I painted it orange, it really came to life, especially when I got the chance to see it fly. Well, the team over at Blade also saw that helicopter, and the reaction online was so positive that they thought, you know what, let's give it a shot. So here we have the Eclipse 360 Coast Guard edition that is pretty much exactly as I designed the original one. The only difference is the numbers on this one are 5546 and mine were 0229, and the numbers that I picked meant something to me, and the numbers that they picked, 5546, meant something to them. Otherwise, they have replicated this design pretty much one for one. And I have to say, I do a lot of custom work anyway. To see one of my custom designs turned into an actual production product uh, is pretty cool. Honestly, it's very cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get it out of the box here. Take a look at it. I have not seen it out of the box yet. So I've only looked at the pictures of it online. I've looked at the pictures of it here on the box, and I'm waiting to do the unboxing video here so you can see my reaction when I actually see this helicopter for the first time. In the sense that it's the one that I painted. So let's go ahead and pop it open here. One thing before we do that here, it's really nice about the boxes for the Blade helicopters. They are basically the carrying case. So don't throw this box away. It's got a nice little handle on it. It stores the helicopter very nicely, and it makes things really easy when you are heading to the field and want to store the helicopter as well. So we got the instruction manual right here. I imagine this to be exactly like the regular 360. The only difference is it just says Coast Guard on here. I will be binding this to my NX8, and I'll be following the instructions very closely on how to set this up. They do have a wonderful setup guide. I'm relatively new to helicopters, and I can tell you that taking your time to go through every one of these sections in the manual here is really, really important to make sure you get the setup properly. And I will be certainly do that. Airplanes, I hate to admit it, I kind of just get the airplane out, bind it up, and get ready to go. I do my checks and everything, but I don't necessarily read the manual with as much intensity as I will with the helicopter. All right, so here it is. I'm going to take a look at, see what this thing what that looks like. Okay. Um, all right. It's cool. All right. So here it is. Uh, wow. They really did get this thing like pretty much spot on to what I had come up with in the design. It's that beautiful Coast Guard orange. It's got the black canopy on it. It's got the exhaust decals on here, just as I did. It's got the Coast Guard um, kind of the chevron here. HH36C was what I came up with for the name of it because HH is it's not Horizon Hobby. HH is actually the designator that the Coast Guard uses for the helicopter, and then 3.6. I use the C because it kind of looks like a zero, so it looks like 360, just like 360 Eclipse. On the tail here, it even has the seal for the Coast Guard City, USA, the Coast Guard station. It's got our pier on it. It's got the Coast Guard seal right over the town, and of course, it's got Grand Haven listed on here as the air station. Now, officially, Grand Haven doesn't have an air station, but that doesn't stop us from pretending, since the Eclipse 360 is most certainly a pretend helicopter. It does have functional LED lights on it. It's got nav lights. It's got landing lights. It's got a anti-collision beacon on the top here. Even the fence trim area here is all white, just like it is on the Dolphin. It's got a white blade, which is nice because I did not paint the blade white on mine, or on the one I did, because I didn't know how paint would affect the balance of it, and I didn't want to screw that up. But this is injected right in white plastic, and boy, that looks really nice. The blades are also white and black striped, which is cool. That was a kind of a new addition. I don't think we did that on. I didn't do it to the one I had. I don't know if the guy added it later and did it, because that does look really nice. The only thing that I added, and I think I added it later, was I added an exhaust, kind of a black stripe here right on the tail. That made it look like where the exhaust gases would go, so it wouldn't stain the paint. But otherwise, man, this is beautiful. The gloss finish too is absolutely phenomenal. Like I think that's one thing that shocked me the most is how glossy it is. I had a gloss coat the other one to try to get some shine out of it, but this one came out of the box really, really sharp. And of course, it ships without the landing gear installed. The landing gear are loose inside of a bag, and of course, just like the Coast Guard one that I did, these are all in white, which I think looks really, really, really classy as well. It's got the stand for the rotor blades. This just goes on the tail boom here, and you put your blades in there to keep them from getting loose. What else do we have? We have some hardware in here. We have a zip tie. Not totally sure what the zip tie is for, but I will figure that out in the manual. And little tools, and of course the Velcro. Another nice thing I really like about the Eclipse 360 is the fact that it this thing off here. There we go. Well, that's the first time it comes off is always a little tough. It pulls kind of straight out. It's got a magnet and some clips in it, so you just got to be careful pulling it off. It will fly on a 2200 3S pack, which is my all-time favorite pack. You can see the chassis in there. And what most people do not understand is this is not necessarily a foam helicopter. It is a skeleton of a pod and boom helicopter that's wrapped in foam. So it's got a full-blown, boom in here. It's got all the mechanisms, all the electronics, all the structure and everything. All the landing gear are all tied into this kind of chassis, and then it's got the foam basically bolted to it. So if you were to strip all this down, it would look just like a regular RC helicopter. And I don't think people really realize that when they see it. They think it's just a foam helicopter. It's not. It's a foam body over a helicopter chassis. Really impressive looking inside the body here at all the mechanism here for the swash blade and all the linkages and everything. It's absolutely beautiful. Blade does such good work. I mean, really, I wish they would do more scale helicopters, honestly, because as I start to get into helicopters, I really would like more and more scale stuff versus fictional or pod and boom. I don't have any interest in aerobatics, 3D flying, or pod and boom helicopters. I love scale. This is the closest thing I can get to a scale Blade helicopter, and I really like it. I think the design is super cool. It looks impressive. Flying it, well, obviously I haven't flown it yet. And is this a beginner helicopter? No, it is a skill level 2 helicopter. I have a beginner helicopter that I've been training on. I got a 230 that I use as a training helicopter. I fly it in beginner mode only. And honestly, for the way I like to fly, beginner mode works really well because I just want to basically fly a pattern around the field. And I think doing that with a Coast Guard helicopter, so it looks like it's on a search and rescue mission or a interdiction mission or some sort of other official business for the Coast Guard. I think leaving this in safe is going to be fantastic, just as I do with my 230. This doesn't necessarily have all the modes that the 230 does. It basically just has safe on and off. It does have AS3X in it, which is great because when do we ever find a calm day here in Michigan right along Lakeshore? It never happens. So it does have safe, does have AS3X, but as I mentioned, it's not necessarily a beginner helicopter. You should most certainly be comfortable with a beginner helicopter and not a beginner, coaxial or a fixed pitch. You should be used to a collective pitch helicopter. And that's why I think the 230, and I think the new one is the 235, which is the updated version of it. If you have flown that and you are very comfortable with that helicopter, you can fly that where you are comfortable with the aircraft, you know how to operate it, you can fly a pattern with it, then I would think you'd be ready for the Eclipse 360. There is a model of this in real flight, both the Coast Guard and the standard, which is pretty cool because I actually have flown the Coast Guard one in real flight. And from what I understand, it's a little easier in real flight than the actual helicopter because I flew it and I'm like, man, I can totally fly this thing now that I have some experience with the 230. Well, the real one flies maybe just a little bit tougher than that, but obviously you should start with the simulator, then move to a beginner helicopter, and then you can move into this absolutely gorgeous 360 Eclipse. I hope that Blade also does some more versions of this thing. I think the shape and the design is really cool. And I also think the ability to take a foam body and stick it on a helicopter chassis opens the doors for all sorts of cool things. I would love to see a lot of scale helicopters done in this same size and with a foam body, or even maybe just a polycarbonate body bolted onto it. I think that there's a lot of potential if you use this chassis of a helicopter and you could do cool things with it. But for now, this is going to be my closest I get to a scale helicopter. And seeing one of my schemes actually come to life, um, it's pretty cool. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to do one of these as a custom, and I'm really proud to see that it's actually came to life in a production version. And I have to say, uh, Blade did an incredible job capturing so much of those little details that I did on the custom made one. They've really done a fantastic job with this. So I highly encourage anyone who's interested in helicopters to give this a shot. It's different than probably what you're used to. It's not a traditional pod and boom helicopter. It's not a GPS enabled helicopter. It will fly much closer to a typical Blade helicopter, but it has the look of something totally unique and totally different in the air. And that's what's got me really excited for it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and next step is get out my NX8, get a battery, start going through the process of programming my NX8, get this thing bound up. Like I said, I'm not quite ready to fly it yet. It's going to sit on the shelf as kind of a goal helicopter. I'm going to continue to work on flying the simulator as well as flying my 230. And my hope is here by the end of the season to go ahead and get this thing in the air, even if it's just for a light hover. But so incredibly happy to have this here. And Blade, you guys did an incredible job bringing this scheme into production. So if you guys got any questions at all on the Eclipse 360, by all means, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe for more content. I got more stuff coming. I know there's been a little bit of a hiatus on content recently. I apologize for that, but I got some new stuff in the works. So subscribe and keep your eye out for more exciting content coming your way.